How's it going, guys? Slippery Jim here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Hardcore RLCraft. And in the last episode, we actually went in search of Shivaxi's monument and finally found one after a lot of searching out here in this snowy biome, way out on the edge of the map. And it's got a lot of cool loot in it, including some pretty cool food and stuff like that. But the main thing that I was after is the teal sea serpent scales. And if you look on the RLCraft forums and whatnot, people pretty much think that these always have teal sea serpent scales in them, but that's not the case. They only have a random colored type of dragon and sea serpent scales in them, so it's based completely on the RNG of the one that you find. So I guess if I want to find those teal sea serpent scales, I have to go out and find some more of these monuments. We'll see how we go with that. I'm not sure if I have the patience for that or not, but I sure would like to complete my armor collection 100% from what it's at now. But anyway, guys, what we're going to be doing in this episode is we are going to be going back to our base and we're going to be looking at fighting one of the big 3 Lycanite bosses that are in this mod pack. So let's head back there now. And yeah, so basically it's similar to the mini bosses that we summoned a while back in that you have to craft a specific monument and then activate it with a soul key to summon the big boss in. The boss we're going to fight today is going to be Asmodeus, and I'll read you guys a little description about the Asmodeus boss. It says, Asmodeus is known to be the mastermind behind any form of demonic invasion. Sometimes even Rehovart, which is one of the other big bosses, falls into line. So, yeah, he's like a kind of a demonic type of mini boss, or not mini boss, big boss, I guess you'd say. And, yeah, we're going to check him out today and hopefully we can survive the battle. As you can see, I am wearing the golem armor here, so we're taking no chances. I've also got a couple of totems of undying and stuff like that. And I don't know if I've mentioned this. I don't think I have, but I've also gone through and because we're now playing with the hardcore configs as well on hardcore mode here, we're basically low on health compared to the amount of health that we used to have. So essentially what I've done is I've gone through and I've reforged all of my baubles to the undying, except for this one apparently. But everything else I've reforged to undying and hearty. The hearty quality gives us 1 extra heart. So as a result of that, I actually have quite a lot of health, comparatively speaking, considering we're using the hardcore configs. So hopefully that is going to help. I don't need extra damage in this fight because these bosses, like the mini bosses, are capped for damage. So you can only do 50 damage per hit and per tick, actually, as well. So there's no point in me trying to get more damage. It's not really going to do anything. So what I've done is boosted my health. And for similar reasons, so I'm thinking of crafting a bauble that we haven't actually made before, rather than using this Wrath pendant. And this does give me an armor buff, but I actually think it might be pretty cool to try out a different bauble. And that bauble is the Shield of Honor here. So this is actually made with a dragon egg, which is pretty cool. And some other stuff here as well, like glowing gems and, weirdly enough, wood. So the glowing gems are quite expensive too. They require a block of diamond, 4 glowing ingots, and some glowing powder. But we should have enough resources at this point to be able to make ourselves that stuff. So yeah, let's get all that happening and see if we can craft this. So I think it was it logs of wood? Cool, we got 4 of those. And we've got everything we need for that. So there we go, we have the Shield of Honor built. So I'm going to want to reforge this, obviously. Let's see here. Reforge. So we want to get hearty, right? Okay, so it took a few resources and a lot of experience, but I was able to reforge my new Shield of Honor to both the Undying and also the Hearty qualities, which is pretty awesome. And we can actually equip it here with our baubles and move the Broken Heart across to where the Sin Pendant was, which actually works out pretty well. So what the Shield of Honor does is it actually gives me +2 to my health, +1 magic shielding, and 3% damage resistance, which basically works out to an extra level of damage resistance. So, okay, so now we have these all set, and we actually have resistance 3. That's pretty crazy. Because we could make a different potion ring. Ring of Regen. Ring of... What have we got here as our options? We've got Strength, Regen, Jump Boost, Resistance, Haste, Speed. We could do a second Regen ring. That could be pretty interesting. Let's have a look here. Resistance. So how do we make a regen ring? I think that was pretty expensive, wasn't it? Gas Tears and a Nether Star. I think we have enough Nether Stars to do that actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 3 of these at least to summon the 3 big bosses, because these are used in the recipe for the soul keys. But I think, let's have a look here. I think we should be able to make another ring of regen. Where was it? Which one was it? This one here. So we just need the potion ring. And bam, we have ourselves another ring of regen. So we just need to hopefully get some good reforges on this as well. Okay, so we went through a lot of XP and resources reforging these new baubles, but I now have a second Undying Hearty quality ring of regeneration. So hopefully this will give us regeneration 2. And there you go. We've now got regen 2, resistance 3, and stuff like that going on. So that's pretty awesome. So this Shield of Honor is actually pretty cool. We're only taking off the Hearty Wrath pendant, keeping everything else the same. So this is pretty good, but I think we're going to end up with much better buffs if we go with the Shield of Honor and the extra ring of regeneration. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to keep these XP tomes here because I am going to need those probably for repairing my bow, and that's also why I've got a bunch of ender pearls here. I've got a couple of totems of undying. I've got an anvil here to repair my bow because I expect my bow is going to be very difficult to repair, and we're going to be using it a lot, most likely, in this boss fight. As far as food and drink goes, I should have enough food. Plus, I kind of want to get the buff food as well, just in case. I don't know if I want to go through too much of it though. But I will probably need a fair bit of food. So in between episodes, I did make myself a little fridge over here, just like in Shivaxi's monument. So in here we've got a bunch of battle burritos that we can fling in our heads for when we need buffs. So I guess I'll take a few of these for the fight. We'll just take 10 of them. We don't want to, we don't want to be chowing down on them like too much, because I think that they basically remove all your buffs when the food wears out. That's how they used to work anyway. and then you have to like take off your bauble and put it back on for it to start working again. Oh, look at that. I've actually got a little badge there of the Shield of Honor on my chest. That's interesting. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I like that. Awesome. So as far as drinks go, though, what I thought I would take is a bunch of these. So I made a whole bunch of these golden apple juices. So we'll be taking those along. We won't need all of these shulker boxes. Let's just put some of these away in here. I'll just keep like 2 of them for now. Let's put these up here. And I've also been, let's have a look here. I've also been crafting some extra thunder arrows and upgrading those to the Thunderstorm Arrows. So up here, hopefully these are done now. Let's grab those out of there and I'll put these ones on. But I've pretty much run out of, almost run out of the items I need to craft those, which is blaze rods. Flint I've also run out of, but it's not too bad to get flint. It's just a pain because I have to mine all the blocks of gravel until it drops for me. And as far as the feathers, which is the other thing that I use to make those arrows with, I could just get those from my chicken farms. So they're still churning away, cooking me my slippery fried chicken special recipe. But yeah, anyway, so I think we're going to be pretty good to go. I don't think I'm going to need the Ring of the Fairies for now, but I'll just keep that in my inventory and we can put the Thunderstorm Arrows in here. I haven't really made any other arrows. I've still got these vampire arrows if we need to use those, and just the regular arrows and whatnot. Okay, so we're just about ready to go here with this fight, but what we will need to do is we're going to craft up some of the soul keys and whatnot that we need. So we're going to need the soul gazer for that. Let's just clear out the apple juices for the time being, so I've got some space to work with here. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to make a soul key to activate the boss altar. I might just well make 3 of these because we are going to be fighting 3 bosses in the next few episodes in total. So to make these soul keys, let's have a look here. There's 3 different kinds, like I said. There's the emerald, the diamond, and just the regular ones. And I use the diamond soul keys on the mini bosses. One of you guys said in the comments that the emerald one actually summons the most difficult bosses. I don't know. Like I'll take your word for it, and we're gonna craft one of those today. But actually, I can't find information anywhere explaining the difference between these two. As far as what I understand, they just summon the different variants. So there's different variants like verdant or, you know, whatever the different verdant is, like crimson and whatnot. And I think that's the only difference, is one of these summons one type of variant and the other one summons the other types of variant. But yeah, we'll try it out. We'll test out the theory and we'll make an emerald one today. But first we have to make these soul keys. So we're going to need some more diamonds. We're going to need 3 nether stars and whatnot. So yeah, we should have the nether stars that we need in here, and the diamonds. We're getting a little bit low on diamonds, relatively speaking, after all of the stuff we've been doing, but we should have enough to make 3 of these. There we go. Cool. So we got 3 soul keys ready to go. Don't want to put them in there. I want to put that in there. And we just surround these with whatever type of gem that we want to turn it into. So if we want to make the emerald one, we just do this. And we have ourselves an Emerald Soul Key. Just to test the theory and see what types of variants we get, we might actually make a diamond one again as well. Oh, that was a bit of a fail. Let's just do this. So we'll make a... That's the wrong one as well. We'll make ourselves a diamond one again as well. So I might try this one on the next boss that we fight and see if there's much of a difference. And then I guess we'll just make another emerald one here. I don't think it really matters too much, to be honest, because both of these should, as far as my understanding goes, summon a variant of the boss, which should be pretty much the same type of difficulty, whichever one you use. That's as far as I understand it anyway. The reason I think that is because on the Lycanites wiki, there's an entry where it says boss underneath these variants that they summon, but they're all blank, which is not very helpful. But it makes me think that these are just for different variant types, that's all. And this one would just summon a straight up regular boss. That makes sense. Now, for the rest of the stuff that we need to craft the altar, all that we're going to need is some obsidian, and we're going to need some... how much obsidian will we need? I think we need 12, 16-ish. I think that's the amount we need. So we'll take 16 of these. And we also need the soul, what's it called? Soul cube? Something like that. Yeah, soul cube. Yeah, the soul cube that you use changes depending on the boss that you want to summon. So in this case, Asmodeus is actually the Aberrant Soul Cube. And for that, we're going to need to get ourselves an Aberrant Soul Stone. These can also be used to summon a tamed pet. But in this case, we're going to use it to craft the Soul Cube. So fortunately, we have a couple of these. So I'll grab one of those. And what else do we need to make this? We just need some Aberrant Stone. Aberrant Stone, I don't think this occurs naturally. You have to actually craft it, and in this case you just use andesite and obsidian, which is pretty cool because previously there was pretty much no real use for andesite except if you like the look of it, and it's great. So you know, it's not that pretty, shall we say. Okay, so there we go, and then we just do this, and we just whack that in the middle, and that gives us the Aberrant Soul Cube. Did I just accidentally make a whole stack of that stuff? Oh my goodness. I just wasted my obsidian. Whatever. Okay, I think we have everything that we need for this boss fight, guys. So I've got all my repair items in here to repair my bow with, and my sword, I guess, if necessary. Although I could use the crystal hammer if things got desperate, and because this doesn't take any durability damage at all. Got tons of golden apple juices here to restore my my thirst. I've also got stuff I need to build the altar, and some buff food and some regular food. I've got my summoning staff here as well. So this is something that I don't use very often, but I thought it might come in handy in this fight, and we can actually choose. I've set it up already to summon specific things in, but we might just go with the good old Aegis to begin with and see how they fare. And I'm probably also going to summon in a couple of pets, like the Shadowhound and stuff like that, for the fight. So I think we are pretty much ready to rumble. And I just have to figure out where I want to have this boss fight. So this particular fight, I believe we can actually pretty much fight this boss anywhere we want. It doesn't have to be in a specific area like the nether or whatever. So we might actually fight it here in the overworld. That was weird. Had some strange lag going on for a second there. So it's a very big arena. And I might head over in this direction and we'll build the altar far enough away that it's not going to destroy my base when it starts doing its thing. Where are we right now relative to my base? Yeah, let's just go. We've got a river over here. It's not really going to matter too much, but I think this spot over here might be good. Like right here somewhere. And hopefully we're far enough away from my base. Hey! Get out of it, you. You as well. Alright, so I guess like just here somewhere. This will do the job. We might build it down here in the sort of at water level, so to speak. Should be enough space roughly here for us to do this. So yeah, this is how it works. Basically, you have a central pillar like that. You go up 2 blocks of obsidian. You put your soul cube in the middle like that, and then you have 2 more blocks. Like, oh, I knew I was gonna do that. I knew I was gonna do that at some point. Yeah, like that. Okay, just ignore these ones. Just get rid of those. Cool. So that's the middle pillar. Now, all 3 of the big Lycanites bosses have the exact same shape pillar, but they have a different aberrant cube in the middle at the moment. They've basically made that in a change in one of the fairly recent updates. And then what we need to do is we need to come out 1 block and then put the 4 pillars in like there. So like this, and then that one there. And then like, let's see, should have some dirt. 1 right there. Like this. And for these ones, I think we got 3 like this. And then we put a block of diamond on the top of that. Go away, zombie. So that should theoretically be our altar completed. I'm not sure if it matters if these touch other blocks or not. Let's just be on the safe side here and get rid of these blocks here. I think that should be okay like that. Okay, so I'm gonna chuck out all this junk and that. And let's just make sure we've topped up our food and drink before we start the fight here. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're good. So we just need this ready to go. And we're going to summon in a couple of pets to help us out here as well. So go with the Shadowhound. So he's only a 4 spirit cost. And we've already got him on aggressive. I'll get him on aggressive and follow. Summon him in. And as far as... I'm not sure how good this guy would be. He's actually got more of a soul cost. We've got 6 soul that we can spend here. The Bargas might be pretty interesting to use. I don't know how much damage they do though. This or even this guy, the Chaos Serpent, right? I also picked up a Ferrodon. This guy's pretty awesome. What else have I got here to work with? Maybe a flying creature if we can. Let's just see what we've got. Wow, this dude is super expensive. I mean, the damage is going to be capped anyway, but we could summon in the pinkies are pretty strong, I think. Yeah, he might do pretty good. So we'll have him on follow and aggressive. And we'll summon him in. So we should have the 2 pets, both with their diamond armor on, ready to go. And I think we're ready to do this thing. So here we go, guys. We're going to summon in Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, the demonic mastermind.
Please don't crash my game. Okay, so what it's doing right now is it's building the altar, which is pretty sweet. Look at this. This is crazy. Wow. Okay. That is pretty cool. Wow, this place is huge. I love the pillars as well with the burning demonic fire and stuff like that. So yeah, here's our boss. We've got an Azure Asmodeus, which is pretty cool. It looks like he can fly around and follow us and stuff like that. And he's got this minigun right here as well. So yeah, he's not only a rare variant, which usually have more damage and health, in that he's an Azure version of Asmodeus, but he's also an Infernal, because in the hardcore configs, all of the bosses you summon in are Infernals, just to add that extra difficulty level. And hopefully we haven't got too bad as far as the special powers go. He's got sprint, fiery, weakness, all of that stuff. He's not too bad, but if they had something like choking or some of those ones that reflect damage, they're the problematic ones. So yeah, we're not doing too much damage here right now. Let's try out the bow. We'll go with the Thunderstorm Arrow straight off the bat here. Hey, did that actually do anything? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, I'm not sure how much damage this is doing to him right now, but at least we're not taking that much damage. Yeah, I'm not seeing his health bar move almost at all here. Maybe we'll just try whacking on him with the sword a little bit. One thing that I have noticed with some of these damage capped bosses, at least the mini bosses that I've encountered, is my enchanted Dragonbone sword doesn't do hardly any damage. It almost feels like it does no damage at all to these guys. But the Lycanite's weapons actually do seem to do a lot more damage for whatever reason. But okay, I'm not seeing too much difference. Alright, it's doing it. I definitely saw his health bar move down a little bit with that, but okay, it's probably not that much difference to the actual sword. Let's try the arrows out again here. Is he? What's he doing? Is he flying? There, he's changed positions on me. Okay, I'm getting thirsty here, so let's use the golden apple juice. So one of the great things about that is it pretty much refills my thirst in one go, which is pretty sweet. Okay, where's he going? Over here? That's pretty awesome. Did my what happened to the Morok? Not the Morok, the Pinky. I think he might have got killed. I guess we gotta take some good screenshots of this as well for thumbnails and whatnot. Oh no! Let's make sure we get a thumbnail here of fighting Asmodeus. I mean, I don't seem to be taking too much damage, at least at this stage. I know these big bosses do have 3 different phases that they go through with different what would you call it, like different skills and that they do. But this one is still stuck on phase 1. I've got a feeling this fight is going to take a long time. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to summon in my my dude. So let's do that now. There we go. Get in, boys! Right, that should help out a little bit because their attacks are fairly fast. Okay, my pinky's back again. Okay, yeah, we're definitely chunking him a little bit now. He's got a lot of health. I hate to think how much health this... Wow! 40,000! He's got 40,000 health, guys. That's pretty crazy. Hopefully we can get him out of phase 1 here. It's glitching out a little bit. I mean, that minigun, it's definitely hitting me, but I don't think we're really taking that much damage. So, definitely not... I'm definitely not feeling at risk of dying. In fact, I haven't even bothered equipping my Totem of Undying, mainly because I forgot, to be honest. I actually forgot. But I don't think we're going to need it though, right? I mean, if we start taking a lot of damage later on, I'll try and remember to equip it, because what happened to my dudes? Oh, we got to wait for our summoning spirit to regenerate. Oh, by the way, you can't place blocks in this arena, so if we need to repair at any point here, we're going to have to leave the arena and then come back again. I don't know if the boss is going to follow us if we do that or not, but... Sweet! Alright, we're still... Wow, this is really slow to regenerate. I know they did nerf the summoning stuff a long time ago, quite a bit. It used to be pretty OP. Okay, I'm going to have to drink again here. Getting thirsty pretty quickly because I'm constantly using my weaponry. Use this again. I wonder what it'd be like if we just tried like sniping him. I think he would fly over here, right? Because he seems to fly to your position. So it's not like we could really hide behind a column because he'd just fly over there. Okay. I wonder if phase 2 will kick in when we get like 1/3 of the way through his health bar. Oh my goodness. Take that, Asmodeus. Level 6. That's pretty strong, right? Level 6? It's definitely not a pushover. I don't know if he takes damage from fire or not. He probably doesn't. Definitely not getting affected by the ice ability on my sword here. Oh, he's given me a decay debuff though. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, he's summoning... Okay, this is phase 2 now. He's summoning some little Astaroth friends. And I think what they do is they give him a damage shield when he summons them in, which is kind of interesting. See if we can summon in some more of these guys. Oh, yep. So you can see that damage shield on him. That's basically what these 2 Astaroths do, is they give him that damage shield while they're alive in phase 2. I think in phase 3, they even start healing him, so that's going to be a bit of a problem for us. Get rid of these little dudes. Let's try and get him back in the middle here. Yeah, taste the lightning, sucker. Go back into first person again. Oh, I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage here. Let's take our buff food. I didn't actually bring any healing. That might have been a mistake. Because he's definitely damaging me a little bit now. I don't know why, but see how we go here. Okay, we got to kill these guys. Okay, they're pretty easy to kill, especially with these lightning arrows. You can have one as well, big boy. Alright, we're nearly halfway through his health. It's slow going though. Let's get our next apple juice ready to go. How are we going for summoning? Should we try a different creature here? Like we could try one of these. See how they do. I don't know how good they're gonna be though. Geonox. I mean, they might be alright because they have like a projectile that they fire as well. Oh boy. Okay, I need to kill these. I need to kill the minions. Wow. So I'd say he definitely gets a damage boost. I'd say he definitely gets a damage boost when he moves to phase 2, because he's doing me a fair bit of damage right now. I might even start using the Totem of Undying just to be on the safe side. Come this far in hardcore mode, we definitely don't want to die to the first major boss that we encounter. Okay, die. We're nearly at the halfway point here. This has been a pretty long fight though. Hopefully we can still use this in here. Yeah, we can. Because that might come in handy. Maybe not necessarily for him, but for some of the other bosses later on. Let's try using the Crystal Hammer again. Oh boy. If I get too close, he seems to almost disappear. Alright, summoning time. I really hope his health regen is not too strong later on, because that's what happens in stage 3. He starts regenerating health instead of shielding, and that's gonna be a problem if he regens too much health. Let's just kill these dudes off. Oh, let's take cover. Nice. I try to move him back to the center over here. It's just easier to fight him when he's in the center of the arena. There we go. Oh, he's got the shield back up. I could just try using regular arrows, I guess. Switch to the regular arrows. This is what I was worried about. If I just spam arrows like this, it probably is going to damage him pretty well, but it's also going to pretty much use up the durability on my bow ridiculously fast. But we'll see how we go with this. I also don't know if there's a specific part of his body that's more vulnerable. Actually, that bow did quite a bit of damage pretty quickly to him. Basically, because of how fast the attack is. I can't walk underneath him. Let's just go around this side. Kill you off. Okay, we're getting pretty close to stage 3 here, I think. Can we summon more of these guys in? Yeah, that's chunking him down super good. Oh, is that... I actually got a blighted. Why are those guys not attacking him though? Come on, dudes. I got a blighted Geronarch. Might be time to take another apple juice. Uh-oh. Let's just take some cover over here. Go away, trites. And we'll also eat some more buff food. Alright. Back into the action. He's going to teleport over there. Man, I got super lucky getting that blighted Geronarch. Yeah, come back in the middle here for me, buddy. It's going to be interesting to see what stage of his health bar he moves into stage 3. Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, we've got some trites over there. Not trites, asteroids. Thought they hadn't spawned in for a second there. That would have made things interesting. Oh boy. Kill you off. Man, it's really disconcerting the way he goes invisible if I go too far, too close to him. Let's kill these dudes off. Need to get behind him over here. Man, we must be getting pretty close to stage 3 by now. Let's try switching out our summoning creatures to, I don't know, these. Let's see, what do we got here? These things? Should be able to summon in a bunch of these. Okay, here we go. They attacking him? I think they're attacking him. Sounds like they are. Little friggin' kobolds. They're surprisingly strong, actually. You don't even think of them as being strong monsters, but they actually are when they attack things. Once they get killed off, we might try out the little rat things. Man, we must be getting super close to phase 3 because his health is really getting low now. Did all of our kobolds get killed? I think they might have. Alright. Let's just kill these dudes. Where's the other one? This one over there as well. Okay, he doesn't have a shield anymore. Let's try the rats. Oh, I don't have very much. We'll see how they go anyway. I managed to summon a couple of them in. Oh, he's got the shield up again. Yeah, he's got to be getting close to stage 3 by now. I don't think he can shoot me through that pillar. Oh, phase 3! Okay, this is where we have to be careful because he oh my goodness! Okay. This is getting pretty intense now. How do we kill this guy? Oh my goodness. What the heck? I need to get behind cover. I don't know what is going on. Let's just take some more of our buff food here. Damn, he's firing like devil stars or something? I don't know where. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think he's summoning in. He's summoning in these guys up here. Need to kill them off. Coca demons. Please don't regen your health. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's just kill this. He's healing off that dude. Okay, we just got to keep doing damage on this guy. Let's try moving back to the center again. Okay, there's another Coca Demon over there. This is why a bow is so important for this fight. Just have to be careful I don't use my bow too much and accidentally wear it out. Because it's got a lot of very good enchants on it. There we go. Oh my goodness. Where's my, need to get that healing back. Yeah, stage 3 is no joke with this boss. Definitely no joke. Let's switch arrows to the vampire arrows. Oh, we did it! Oh no, that was just one of the small guys. I thought that was the boss for a second there. Can you die? There we go. Alright, let's summon a few more of these in. Got his health down pretty low now anyway. Yeah, the Thunderstorm Arrow might be the way to go. Actually, I just might try that out. Uh-oh. Damn. I'm taking a lot of damage. Get in there! Get in there! Get in there and help him, minions! Oh boy, that is pretty intense right there. Nearly gone through all of my apple juice. Oh, we're so close though. Let's go back out. Let's go back out here. My bow's nearly done. Need to kill that Astaroth over there. There we go. See if the rats can take him out. It's pretty close. I pretty much can't use my bow anymore because it's gonna disappear on me. I could leave the arena and repair it, but I think we've got this. Hopefully. Don't heal him up! Die! Okay, he's on his last little sliver of health. There, we did it! We killed him! Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot of trites. Pretty sure he's dead. We just got the knowledge of him, so for the bestiary. Usually get that when they die. Oh my goodness, how many trites is he gonna? How many trites is he gonna drop? We gotta kill this dude over here. Okay, he's not quite dead apparently. I thought he was dead for a second there. Can you die? Be really helpful. Okay, yeah, we killed him. Sweet. Let's just kill these guys off. See what we got is loot. This boss. That was a pretty crazy fight, especially the stage, the phase 3 of it. Wow, look at the loot that we got here. So let's see what we got. Silver chest plate. Let's just chuck out the junk over here. Man, we got a full stack of iron. 14 nether stars. An Aberration soulstone and a Wraith Sigil. What the heck is a Wraith Sigil? This skull is full to the brim with evil wraiths, used to fire a wave of angry wraiths forward toward your victim. That's pretty cool. So, it sounds like it's similar to a scepter. We've got to test this out. Go away, you. Yeah, we got to test this out on something. Let's just call in. We'll just dismiss these guys. And so I had him, and I had. They sort of did okay. I mean, they kept up some constant damage on him anyway. Alright. I'm guessing that there's no real exit from this place, but just try and figure out where the base is from here. Basically over in this direction. So if I make a doorway on this side somewhere. Oh, it's like, how many blocks thick is this thing? So it's like, it's fully 5 blocks thick. it's pretty hardcore. This was the side of a hill though, right? So we'll try to dig a little tunnel out of here. I could just fly straight out, but just so we've got an official entrance and exit to this place. So, yeah, wow. Oh, I could just jump down from the top of this hill here as well. Look at this. This is pretty amazing. I'd better repair my bow before it gets destroyed on me. So let's grab this out of here. Do this. Got a fair bit of XP out of that fight as well. Where'd my bow actually go? Let's just chuck some of this stuff in here. So we got 2 Aberration Soul Stones. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got some Demon Soul Stones as well. That's really useful because we need those to fight the next boss as well. Hell Fireball charges. So these are another Void charge, and this is a Void charge as well. And a whole bunch of Demon Stone, a whole stack of Demon Crystals, and the Nether Stars, and a few diamonds as well. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good loot, right? Where did my bow... Oh, I've still got it on me. Alright. Yeah, definitely don't want this thing to get destroyed, because it's got a lot of really good enchantments on it. My sword was doing okay, but the bow was getting to the point where it's about to disappear on me. So yeah, that was a super long, crazy fight, that one. Yeah, I think we've got everything we need. Wow, what a crazy arena though, right? Let's grab a flying mount here. What an incredible arena. Look how big this place is. It's huge. And it's sort of generated through the tree here as well. This giant tree. But still fairly close to my base, so I guess we could use that. I don't know. Could use that for something, maybe. Fight the next event over there or something like that. Because whenever there's an event that starts happening, I try and like run away from my base real quick so it doesn't get all my fairies and pets and villagers killed on me. But is that a lightning strike over there? Hopefully that doesn't spread too far. I think that's the aftermath of my using the Thunderstorm Arrows. Oh yeah, we were going to try out the Wraith Sigil. I'm assuming this has a limited number of uses, but we'll try it out if we can find some enemies to fight. See what we've got over here in this glacier. There's probably going to be... What the heck happened over here? Why are there all these charred stone blocks? Oh, that's right. This is this is where I came and tested out my dragon's breath. Yeah, I actually did this. It's a while ago now. So I did see a dragon over here somewhere that we could test this sigil out on, if we can find it. Oh, there it is over there. Okay. let's just wait till it lands and see what the damage capabilities are of this Wraith Sigil. Alright, come land. Go away, rock. Come land on top here. Land on top of your nest or something. It's actually a pretty good shot. Yeah, come land down here, buddy. Come fight me on the ground. Probably gonna end up needing to use this. There we go. Alright, here we go. Wraith Sigil versus Dragon. Oh god, it's got to be in its mouth. That's cheating. Alright? Oh my goodness. You got to keep clicking it. It's not automatic. I think that's how it works. Oh, has it got a cooldown? Not sure what's going on here. Stop biting me! Stupid dragon. I don't know how much damage we're doing to it with this thing, but it seems to have a cooldown on it. Oh, there we go. No, hang on. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, you can just hold it down. I take it back. I wasn't using it right. Did we kill it? I don't see a dragon anymore. I don't see a dragon. I think we just erased that dragon. Yeah, there it is in there. Man, this thing is so good. Wow. I didn't actually expect any decent loot, to be honest, from the boss fight, but this is actually definitely worth getting hold of. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we'll head back to base and we'll see if we can enchant the sigil. It'd be pretty cool if the other bosses also gave me a sigil. So all we need is like, I'll probably put the regular mending on there and the unbreaking. If I should have both of those in quite a few, in quite a large quantity. Where's my mending? I might not even, oh, there we go. All right. So hopefully we can enchant these. Yeah, we'll enchant this one, why not? And I've got the backup one as well if I need a spare. So I'm breaking. Oh, we can enchant these. That is sweet, guys. That is so sweet. Wow. That is crazy good. I might actually put one of them on display here. Although I'll leave that up there because it kind of looks good how I've got all the Neptunian items there on display. We'll put it on display somewhere else. So I need an item frame, don't I? Hopefully I've got one left here somewhere. Might be in the other chest actually. Oh, here we go. We've got exactly one left. Nice. So I'm going to grab my spare Wraith Sigil out of here. This is one we'll use for display purposes, and I guess I'll put it maybe in my bedchamber / pixie barracks / egg museum room. But yeah, that is where we're going to leave this episode for today, and we've defeated the first of the big 3 Lycanides bosses. Hopefully we can survive after we fight the second one in the next episode. Until then, see ya next time. Thanks for watching.